Hello, demon.
And welcome
Hello.
once more to the Neonate Table of Philly by Night. This evening, our camera pans away from a young Ventru and his issues over to his not wife and not suitor, uh, who are also dealing with some things. Uh, as they wake this evening, we'll first turn to Oscar, who is a little bit of an easier evening as he rises from his day sleep. If I'm not mistaken, he spent the night after the Coterie station in the Coterie Haven.
Yes.
So, rising, being able to take care of what he needs to do, nothing really special going on, but knowing that this evening he will be assisting Catherine in her family affairs. Catherine, waking from day sleep, feeling that ping of hunger in the pit of your gut, opening your eyes to see someone sitting at the foot of your bed. And as your eyes adjust to the darkness, you can see the figure of your late mother sitting there shaking her head. So this is what has become of you? Just another cog in the machine. You don't even have our shop anymore. I gave my life to you and this is what you do with it? How you've fallen so far.
Catherine just rubbed her temple. Not tonight, me about it.
Well, maybe I should have given my life to somebody else. Maybe that young man who's come back into your life could handle the shop better.
Catherine's gonna look. Now I know you're not real. You would have never met him. Go away.
It cackles once more and fades into the dark. And then the characters are free to go about whatever preparation they need to do to ready themselves for this evening.
At this point, Catherine would have received that voicemail and the text exchange between her and Oscar.
Yeah, at this point, Oscar's just like he's got himself pretty much together. He's doesn't really need much. Aside for spectacles, testicles, wallet, watch. And then we'll just make his way down to the coterie common room and wait for Catherine to meet up because I know she's got some other stuff to take care of before that. But he's just gonna be kind of twirling his keys around his finger and just waiting, fidgeting. Ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, after the text exchange, Catherine would have came out and dispatch. It's been a long night already. And barely woke up.
Certainly seems like you've been put through a bit of a ringer.
Hmm.
So you all right?
No, but what can I do?
We can chin to the wind and face it and oh dear God, it sounds so incredibly corny. And anyway, so could, if you are able to, play me that voicemail?
Catherine nodded and pulled her phone out of her pocket.
Yeah, and you can send that file over to Wolfgar however you'd like.
Okay.
In fact, I think I actually have it ready here somewhere.
If you can get to it before I can.
Second. Philadelphia, season 2. I do.
Okay.
I just need to drop it in said channel.
Okay.
And Wolfgar, you are free to listen to this, as it is not very long.
Okay.
I think it's only about 12 seconds.
Hold on a second. I don't want it to blow back. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Would Catherine have recognized the phone number that it came from?
Oh yeah, that was 100% Bethany's phone number.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Okay. Cool. Here for that. And is there, I don't know if anything, do any of the voices sound familiar to Oscar at all?
No.
Male voices?
Nope. The only voice that is recognizable is to Catherine as her young gangrel niece, Bethany.
Oh boy. Yeah, no. So there's two, but would it be safe to say that now that he has heard their voices, if they are out and about and he hears them, he could recognize them?
There's a possibility of it.
Okay. Just partial.
Not having like an eidetic memory merit, it would
Yeah,
still be
no.
like a recalling the
Yeah.
voice kind of role.
Yeah, which is fine. It's just more of a, if that's a tool to use for later potentially. I was going to say. All right. So I know you said that there was someone else along with Miss Bethany. It was another older woman.
See, Sophie, she'll hesitate before she just kind of shakes her head and says, in a like fuck it manner. She knew me before I was embraced.
Oh, I. Okay. So
She's old. She was a child.
you did mention she was 85. All right. So let's do this. We
And
can. Wait, I don't have the technology bits, and I know you said you don't want to bring someone in it, but if we can track where where that phone last pinged off of, we might have an area of search for Bethany. But if what you would like to,
Yeah.
what we can do is if you wanted to call Miss Valentina, ask for her assistance on that matter while she is looking that up and potentially trying to track it down, we can go check on your Sophie. And
Yeah.
then hopefully by that, we'll have a place to look.
Yeah. I want to know my nieces.
Of course. I know.
We're not
Well,
blood related in any way. It's
I
just
you don't have
I
to be
found her.
family. I was about to say you don't have to be blood related to be family. That's the
Yeah,
beautiful thing about it.
yeah. She adopted me, for lack of better words. I found her first nights. Took
Oh,
her in for a few nights, taught her what's going on, and she adopted me. She's young,
you sh- did you? What family did you say she was from?
I didn't, but she's gangrel.
That explains a few things. In any case, you make that phone call, and then you can tell me where we need to go.
Okay. And Catherine will dial Valentina's number.
It will ring a couple times before Valentina picks up. I hope this is a better call than I have received in the past. What can I do?
Is and Catherine's trying to get the words together, and throughout this conversation she will switch back and forth between English and Italian. I just don't have all the words. But she's like, where do I start? I got a concerning voicemail from my niece, and I was wondering if there's any way to track her phone.
I would have to ask around. I don't have the skill myself.
Yeah, I can barely use these dumb things. So all that would be well beyond my capabilities.
It would probably take some time. If you have something else to attend to, I
See, yes, I do.
might be able to have it by the end of the night.
That would be fine. I just want to make sure she's okay. Well, I know she's not okay, but she's one of us. Different family, but one of us.
What's the number?
And she'll give the phone number.
Okay. I will be in touch.
Okay. Her name's Bethany. She goes by Beth. Do you need her full name or?
No, pinging the number doesn't require that.
Okay. Grazie. No rush. I do have something else to attend to. Kath is pacing while she's talking on the phone.
Yep,
But I thank you for your assistance for this.
of course. I am here to assist in whatever way I can to the coterie.
And I appreciate it.
And with that, you would hear the line go dead.
Okay. And Catherine will lock the phone, put it back in her pocket. She said that it will take a few hours, so we can check on Sophie between now and then.
Sounds like a plan. So let's just go then. And well,
Alright, one moment. What's the weather like in Philly right now, technically? Because
You know what?
Because Catherine's wearing that big old sweater over the shirt.
Mhm.
So.
Let me find out. So this Sunday evening, it probably sitting somewhere in the mid 60s right about now.
Yeah, probably still technically too little too warm for a big sweater. So check just one moment, and she's gonna start walking back towards the room, taking off the sweater in the process, and we'll drop it in her room and then come back out. She's wearing a shirt underneath it, button-up shirt.
Gotcha. Yep. And so Oscar's just standing near the doorway where all this stuff up the stairs, and is just gonna, once she comes out of the room, is gonna nod and be like, "Let's go then," and will make his way up and out of the Coterie Haven, out to where he parks Seamus.
Okay. Going out to the parking lot, climbing in the car.
Catherine
Yeah.
will. The name of the place is Dolce Vita. It's a cafe not too far from my shop.
Okay, so I'm going to get us to the shop, and then you can tell me where to go from there.
Okay.
Wait.
It's literally right down the road, maybe a few blocks or so.
Okay. Quick question, Ryan. Can Oscar see how hungry she is?
Give me a wits and insight.
This is not going to go well. Already tell. I know that pool. That pool is very small.
Not one of your better ones,
No, but we'll
but
fix
it's
that.
not one of your worst ones.
There are worse pools.
It's probably on the mid scale, but like the bottom tier of the mid scale.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm not mad about that. 3.
Yeah, with 3, you can tell that Catherine definitely seems a bit more on edge than usual. And having been at this level of hunger yourself plenty of times within the past couple of weeks, you could probably safely assume that there is some hunger going on.
Gotcha. And he's gonna, as he kind of starts the car and starts driving, he's gonna use his Zippo to light a cigarette and, as he drives, and go, you need to stop and get a bite to eat before you visit with Miss Sophie.
She's gonna start saying no and then sigh and nod her head.
How would you prefer to do this?
Yeah, I don't want to be hungry around them. Let's find something for me. I don't care.
You
She,
know what? I'm going to hopefully see if I can find a phlegmatic resonance for Catherine, specifically because of the calming usually that follows the phlegmatic.
All right.
His nose.
Yep, that will be wits and awareness. And you can add a dot from your bloodhound.
Okay.
Right? If Strain could talk, you just call him. But
Yeah, but he
all that
can't
man,
really
all the
talk.
sounds that that man makes lately is fucking
It's
bought me
that one scene from
Frankenstein.
it's that one scene from Shaun of the Dead. It's like do 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 do.
I haven't watched that forever.
Not wrong, but his are more pained.
That's fair.
Oh, my bad. That is resolve and awareness, not wits and awareness.
Okay. That is more than six. Oh shit. Can't deal with
You
this.
would.
I fucking would. I'm gonna find it so hard.
Yeah.
God.
You gonna ride that out?
No, not with the way my messy crits have been lately. I'm gonna fix this.
Okay. Okay.
It gets better and worse.
You think
Watch the bot just re-roll the same dice.
Oh yeah, no. I don't know if it did that. It did do it? Maybe? Okay. Okay, that's not bad.
There we
Okay.
go. Down from a messy critical to simply 3. Yeah, you'll be able to find a is it a melancholy or phlegmatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just that phlegmatic.
Yep. Easy enough to pick somebody out of a crowd. Nice man in a semi-formal business suit.
Yeah, no, I would imagine that Catherine would be the one that would he would point him out to her and then allow her to, like, shadowing her is necessary. And I don't know if Catherine has you didn't see shit, but if she doesn't, then Oscar will make sure that to cloud memory the guy after
Yeah,
she's
she isn't.
done.
Well, first you gotta get him.
Yeah.
Okay, how do I?
Hold on. Let's say which
she's
one of
gotta
my
get him
roles would it
first.
be?
So I'm due to the phlegmatic resonance that you're seeking out. This guy's really not going to be the kind that's out for a fun-filled night. So this is going to be a dexterity and stealth roll for your predator pool.
Okay, dex and stealth. Okay. And of hunger 3.
Oh boy.
Sure I got that right. Dex. Stealth. Okay. Ah, damn it. I can only reroll one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I'm not sure if it would even help because of the. Honestly.
So as it stands right now, the only way to successfully hunt would be to reroll both of the skill dice and crit.
Fingers crossed that the dice bot's nice to you.
Screw it. Why not? Oops, not my one. That one.
Oh shit.
Nope, got it worse.
So it is a fail. He is unable. You are unable to successfully stalk him, and in frustration, your beast kind of growls, raising your hunger by 1.
Oh my god. This poor woman. Here we go.
And it's gonna show.
Wait, what? Hold on. You don't have
No,
stigmata,
not like
dude.
that. Not that type of show. No, that's the other character.
No, they aren't the coterie mate that has stigmata, are they?
No. No, they're not.
Like I said, that's wrong character. I'm not allowed to bring that character here. Yeah. I mean, hi.
That's the trick. Do you want to try again?
Would I be able to try again?
You went to a different
You'll
spot.
have to find a new target.
Yeah, especially being at
means,
Hunger 4, we are.
Yeah. So do it. Do you want me to try to roll again for the thing, or are you just?
Oh,
looking
you absolutely have to.
Well, that's
Unless
fine. I just.
unless
Yeah.
Catherine just wants to hunt.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No,
Does she
I'd
just want the
wanna-
hunt, or does she want the resonance with it? That's the trick.
I want to try for resonance.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
You
Go
said
ahead,
resolve and
Oscar.
awareness, right?
Yep.
This one. Wrong way. Ugh, that's gross.
That is gross.
I'm gonna reroll failures. Spend my first permanent willpower tonight.
That's your second point.
No, it isn't. Oh, that is. You're right. You're right.
Yes,
Never mind.
it
I
is.
did a messy crit. Messy crit. Sorry. Go ahead. I re-rolled it, and it's 4.
All right. Yes, you will absolutely be able to find this resonance again. Another target.
Right.
Another mopey individual, sad with the state of their life.
Try to song and dance again.
All right.
Hunger 4.
Oh Jesus, this is gonna go swimmingly well. Okay. But the thing is, though, is he is right there, so he is going to at least hopefully be able to pull her off of this dude.
Her dump stat is
Kill him.
strength.
Cool. You know what, Oscar? Give me a wits and awareness.
That's a bigger pool for Elmo. Oh dear God. Excuse me. That's gross. Ah, fuck. That's 2. I don't think I heard her.
No, but so, Catherine, as you feed from this individual, taking your fangs away from their neck, realizing that there's no rigidity in their body anymore at all. Their eyes have lulled back into the back of their head. This red-headed woman in a dress,
No.
long red curled locks, just dead in your arm.
He's gonna start audibly swearing in Italian.
You will pick up an intense phlegmatic resonance and be down to hunger 0.
Oh, fucking hell.
Would Oscar hear Catherine swearing now?
Oh yeah, no.
In Italian a lot.
Mhm. Oscar
Runs-
absolutely hears this.
Yeah, we'll run back to see what is happening and go, oh, well, fuck.
Yeah. How is Catherine reacting right now? What's her tone?
Slight panic. Or
Okay.
you know, with the resonance. Explain that one how it works out. 'Cause I think
So
really
it
don't.
will chill you out. It also gives you a +1 bonus to Auspex and Dominate. And make sure I didn't miss anything on that. It'll give. We're gonna say that it will give you a extra die on resisting Fury Friend.
Okay.
However, with Catherine freaking out, kind of panicking, she is going to take a stain for that lovely third conviction there on your sheet.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't
Boy.
sure how much the resonance would affect her. If it would kick in before she freaked out or afterwards, or that's what I was asking.
Well, you're freaking out, but
Because she said it's a calming resonance, but she also just, yeah.
Yeah, she also just committed the big launch. So,
oopsie daisy, forbidden kind munch.
kind launch. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the O in neonate coterie to a 0 for how many y'all keep joining this club.
Oh god. It's just a matter of time. We're all gonna get the t-shirt. It's been
Oh, just wait.
X
There's a damn good chance that somebody next week gets down to hunger 0 too.
oh goody. Oh, so at this point, okay. All right. So do we have like, and this is just because Wolfgar is trying to memorize things, and so forgive me, but did we get like a business card for like, hey, we made a mess, can we clean this up
Yes.
level stuff? Like, did
You
we get that?
absolutely have the number to the cleanup coterie.
Okay. So
Better off calling Catherine because she's mostly speaking Italian right now.
yeah, no, like Oscar will call the cleanup coterie and tell them where they're at so they can do this. And it's basically playing translator. He's going to make sure that they know he's playing translator for the Italian
You'll get the
background.
cleanup coterie on the other end of the phone. Obviously, they ask if this is a coterie matter or a personal.
Yep. Personal, he would say.
Name on the account.
And he's going to go Catherine Diadamo.
Understood. We will add this to the ledger. Minor favor owed.
Thank you kindly.
And they will come by in about 10-15 minutes, pick up the corpse, and shuttle it off.
Okay. Yep.
Catherine would have been pacing the whole time.
Yeah, no, once that happens, Oscar is going to very gently like kind of come into her space and reach his hand down and kind of grab her elbow and gently lead her to the car at that point, because the longer they linger here, the more it's going to look even more sus than it has been. So he's just going to lead her by the elbow and get into the car.
And she's not paying attention enough to really resist it, so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm,
and then he's going to get in this car and start driving to to the address that I would assume she would have given him on the way to
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
Okay, no, he would do that and kind of give Catherine her space to feel her feelings and be and like in the silence because after something like he doesn't want to have to. He already knows, and it's just gonna let her sit in that for a minute.
And she's outside, and I take it the resonance is starting to kick in at this point. Okay. So she'll sign, just visibly actually start calming down pretty well.
Yeah,
Good.
feeling pretty chilled out. As you guys, I assume, make your way to the coffee shop.
Yes, the cafe.
So, pulling probably 3 or 4 blocks down from Catherine's shop, this tiny little hole-in-the-wall cafe, coffee shop, with the aforementioned name atop the storefront window. A couple late-night customers inside, but Sophie and Liz can easily be seen through the front windows, kind of ringing people up, bringing their little lattes to their table inside. It's not very big. You can only fit like 3 small tables in here.
Yeah. And Catherine, before they even get out, okay. Better warning. I am not going to quite sound the same. As far as they're concerned, I'm not Catherine. I am Katie Alligander, Catherine's granddaughter.
Ah, I see. Well, then I should tell you that I am Callum Ryan, if you need to go introducing anybody.
Callum Ryan?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And I apologize for Sophie in advance. She just sighs and chuckles.
Oscar's just going
She's
to raise an eyebrow like, what is the worst that is going to happen with this at all? He's not worried or bothered by any of this at all. He's just going to walk in. Like, he'll walk ahead of Catherine and do the whole open the door thing and let her walk through and then walk back behind her kind of thing. I'm waiting for this. I've been looking forward to having Brian play an Italian grandma all fucking day long.
Listen, I just spent like 2 hours at the park, like getting into headspace of like how to portray this woman. So it's fine.
Mhm.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Yeah. So you've kind of warned each other on names as you sit in the car out parked along the street.
And she's inside, kind of loosely braid back her hair, braid over one shoulder. And all right. And she'll let's
Start walking ahead, doing gentlemanly things, and then go, deep breath, not that we need it, and then open the door.
As soon as Catherine, aka Katie, crosses the threshold, there's this loud but compassionate gasp, followed by a string of Italian words. Ryan is not familiar with the language, so we're just gonna hand wave
Okay.
that. Katie, come, sit, and your friend, sit, both of you, sit. I will get you coffee. I will get you lattes. Sit.
Oh,
Signora Sophie.
She will go back behind the counter, start doing her thing, working her magic.
And she'll whisper to Oscar, I apologize for this.
well, she's no worse than my nans. It's fine.
She will return with 2 little latte cups on plates and set one in front of each of you at the table. It's so good to see you. It's been so long. What, 3, 4 months now?
Something like that. I've been
No.
trying to learn to take a break from the shop and do other things.
Oh, good, good,
Can
good,
you
good,
get
good.
a tiny one?
Thank you.
And Oscar noticed that her voice, I'm not going to do it right now because it sounds too close to my customer service voice, and I absolutely hate that. But Oscar knows that her voice sounds softer, lighter, and everything else.
You know what?
He's
Like
playing
more
ever
closer to the age that she looks than the age
Yeah.
that she is.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Give me a charisma and performance.
Yeah. Charisma.
Listen, y'all gonna make up scenarios. Y'all gonna roll for it.
Oh,
At least we're
no,
not trying to
that's good.
lie, sorta, kinda, maybe.
It's more of a performance than a lie.
That is fair.
Let's see. Okay, wait. There it is.
Putting on a persona.
It's like a form of masking, and
Yeah,
as a bunch of
essentially.
neurodivergents in the same
Since
room,
Hunger Zero's a
that is a
thing.
performance. Yeah, no,
And since Hunger Zero's a thing, I don't have that in there at all.
yeah,
Yes,
no.
I
Don't have to worry about hunger.
Nope, you just get to roll.
While Oscar, having been familiar with this kind of thing through Kindred, like definitely picks things up. It's more than enough to like kind of get by an elderly lady who's hearing is probably starting to go. She kind of pulls another chair over and sits like, it's been so long, and oh, who's this? I hope he's better than the last one. Good. He's not around, right? Good riddance. Didn't treat you good. I hope this one does better.
Oh my
Catherine's
gosh.
just chuckling.
Oscar's
And
trying
she's
his
like-
best to maintain the fact that he understands this woman because he is trying to play the ever ignorant, good old Irish
Oh,
lad.
this is not in Italian. She's just old enough not to give a shit.
I am aware of that. I am also just saying what Oscar is doing at the moment. No, but is just going to kind of, he is playing the support role. He's not really speaking up unless he's directly addressed, and he's just making sure that he's going to play moral support. So if, depending on whether or not Catherine will or Sophie would talk to him directly at all, he's just playing the I'm here.
Yeah. And Catherine will just no. This is a friend. His name is Callum. Callum
Oh,
just
hello, Callan.
like-
Callan. It's so nice to meet one of Katie's friends. Wink included.
Oscar will kind of chuckle and go, "It indeed is. It indeed is."
Huh, it's been so long. What brings you back?
Like I said, I was taking a break from the shop and Callum volunteered to bring me by so I could come see you. How have you and Biz been?
Oh, it's so good. Now that the temperatures are warming up, the bones are better. I'm getting around a little bit easier. Business is coming through.
Have you been misbehaving and going on long walks at night? You know Liz doesn't like that.
Switching to Italian, it's something to the effect of, now I know you're not chastising me, and respect your elders.
Oh,
I might be
God.
old, but I can still take you down.
That part is you could.
I love how Oscar is understanding all of this and just giggling. I'm sorry. Can't help it.
And Catherine will respond in Italian as well. And I've been behaving, Miss Sophie. And like I said, all this is in Italian. I've been behaving, Miss
Oh.
Sophie.
Shaving my ass. He says internally, but not out loud.
Okay.
Yeah, look on his face when he says that.
Not that the old woman's paying attention, I guarantee you that. He does the whole little taking the whole taking the sip from the glass and does one of the
But
even though it tastes
I want to
absolutely
have
terrible.
I mean, I'm not getting into too much trouble. I mean, what about you coming around with these new arm candies?
It's not arm candy.
I
All this is
mean,
still Italian.
I,
Oh, I
I
love
mean,
this.
if you're not gonna take it, then I mean, if he's available,
And did Catherine notice Oscar raised an eyebrow whenever says whenever Catherine said that she was behaving?
Oh yeah, no. She would see that.
And she's gonna look at look at Oscar going. This look between like,
And he's just gonna go to,
it's
with
just
his
a friend, and
it's just like I feel like I am missing out on the world's greatest joke, and and is just gonna look between the two of them for still pretending to be confused.
I mean, other than that, things are good. You know, business. You know, but how's the shop?
it's been fine. I decided to take a little vacation from it. You are always insisting that I don't need to work so hard, and I'm trying to pretend I know how to do that.
Oh, this must be someone special then. They actually got you out of the shop. Hmm, what a friend, huh?
Sophie, come on now. I told you like the last time.
Well, let's hope this one doesn't skip town on you too.
I don't think he will, but
Good,
we'll
good,
see.
good. Because I know people, sweetie,
Mhm.
and they'll never find him.
God.
Cameron
I
just
love
starts
how he's
laughing.
just listening to the grandma threatening him in another language that he just so happens to understand. I love this. I'm sorry. All of this giggling is out of character until otherwise stated.
Catherine is chuckling right now. Don't think that'll be necessary. Come on now, Miss Sophie.
Okay,
Never,
okay. But
just
just
because you didn't like
remember,
the other one
I had
doesn't
nothing
have bigger
against the other
trouble.
one. I saw how you acted, how you felt, and I wasn't a fan. And if I was a younger woman, you know, I'd offer to break his legs.
That's not the only thing you do, and we both know it.
Hey, the girls gotta have
You've
fun
told
too.
you've told me the stories about my grandmother
Yeah, well, she was a Spitfire.
and her mother too. Was it
Hmm.
one time you told me? Was it something about a iron skillet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, you're the one that mentioned the story. Something about my great grandmother chasing
That
someone
was
down the
that
road.
was her, not me. Okay, I was the nice one.
Hmm.
It's good. It's good. You two should come around more often.
Well, once I'm done with this little vacation from the shop, I will try to come by more often. I know you had, let's see, what was it, the flowers you wanted last time? Iris? No, not Iris. Which one was it? I can't remember.
Hmm, lilies.
Okay. You still want the red lilies or
Of course I do. You don't just go with any other ones.
hey, I've I've gotten hold of some suppliers and I'm able to do some variety, but don't worry, I'm not doing any work until I come back from my vacation.
Good, good, good. See, and Liz is almost. I got her back into school doing the computer version. She does that. I make her. so she can get out of this town once she can.
Yeah, given all the trouble lately. Has things been okay in the area?
I mean, it's Philadelphia, so
Not wrong there.
nothing outside the normal. There's actually been a lot less issues lately. Uh, something about that. What is that alphabet? The one people that use the two letters. Uh, always trouble. Um, K and A. There hasn't
Hey,
been a lot of them around lately.
does she say this in English or is this still in Italian?
It's still in Italian.
Okay, that's fine. I just needed to know if I needed to keep mental note of that or not. It's just gonna.
Yeah. And what about people that do the races up and down the road? They haven't been bothering you, have they?
No. Nobody comes down here and bothers me.
Okay, good.
They know better.
They know you still got a good aim.
Well, I have friends that not even you know about, sweetie.
Oh, come on. Tell me at least one or two stories.
And give up my air of mystery? I don't think so.
You told me enough stories about my grandmother.
I mean, that was your grandmother. That's her fault. She shouldn't have been so forward.
Great.
I'm not gonna. No, yes, I am gonna ask about that. What was she so forward about? Because Catherine's just kind of sitting there going, "Hmm."
I I do believe she threatened every boy that came to her doorstep.
I'm sure it wasn't everyone.
I mean, everyone
Her,
that I saw.
well, I know her mother did, but
Mother, daughter, somebody threw something out the door.
if I remember the story correctly, someone came in. There's a lot of loud Italian, as you said, and then something about being chased down the street with a cast iron skillet had the whole neighborhood laughing. At least that's what you told
Well, they were laughing, but the boy could run, so it's fine. So
Oh, Lord.
even your grandmother had boy trouble. I understand. It runs in the family.
I do not have boy trouble. Just
Oh no,
basically.
it looks like you solved the trouble to me.
No, the trouble solves himself, but that's besides the point.
I won't judge.
Totally.
But is Liz around tonight, or did she go?
Oh, she's
Oh,
working, and you could see Liz kind of running back and forth behind the counter. A mix of serving out orders to customers that have come in, busting tables, and doing some cleaning and kind of maintenance stuff behind the counter.
and Catherine just gave her a bit of a wave, and we'll look this definitely at Sophie and.
You'd catch her eye. She's kind of got like an arm of like cups in place, like, huh.
As long as you guys are okay. Just I worried about you, you know.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. We have this completely under control.
Uh-huh. I'm sure you do.
We do.
This is funny. I'm sorry.
I mean,
And then Catherine will go and tie. Are you gonna be done trying to set me up with people?
I will when you're married.
Oh, come on. You're only 26.
I mean, unless you're one of those new age people that like does the marriage and the other thing, like, if you want to do that, I'll go double time. I'll work even harder.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And so it's at this point because this just feels too good. And Oscar will lean in in Italian go, "Don't worry, I'll make an honest woman of her yet."
She turns to you with like the biggest old lady smirk, continuing the Italian. I don't think you have the balls to do that. I'd like to see you try.
Indeed, I will. Indeed, I will.
Sophie, come on now.
What? We gotta test the young man. Not every man
Cannot mess
made
with
to put
that
up with
skillet on the
you.
wall. And Captain will point at a random thing. Why don't you not test him with that skillet on the wall?
I mean, did you drive? I can do it. I don't want to give the young man a concussion if he has to drive you home.
No, I did not drive. He drove me, so please behave.
Fine, fine.
Okay, behave at least a little bit. Is that okay?
I suppose for you, this time.
And I'll bring extra lilies next time I visit. I'll bring the daily.
Okay.
The red would match the orange.
All right.
Oh, this is great. I'm fucking living for this
But,
shit.
The night will kind of go on with the bantering back and forth. Was there anything in particular that you guys were trying to cover in this conversation
Just
with Sophie?
mostly checking on the area, see if there's been any trouble in the area. And near the end, it comes at you. Well, you have my number. If anything happens, just let me know.
Of course. I mean, Liz will have to do it. These dang cellular telephones still elude me.
I have offers to teach you. You know that. No, Catherine can't use them too much better sometimes.
And I'll take you up on the offer when you let me help you.
Senora Weldon, come on now.
Exactly.
Back in my mind, I'm not sure if she just made a dirty joke or not.
That's a great question.
What are they? Yeah, no. At this point, they're
Catherine just
walking.
sighs.
Yeah.
She's chuckling, but she's still going, oh, she has not fucking changed.
Not even in the slightest. And Oscar's just hamming it up. It's good. It's great.
Yeah. After probably about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of this, Oscar, your cell phone, or no, it was Catherine that called, right?
Yes.
Catherine, your phone pings with an address via a text message from Valentina. It is an apartment building that you would be relatively familiar with.
And Catherine would look at the text message and would go, oh, looks like, and she's trying to think of something. Not very good at the line. Yeah, looks like they're ready. And she'll show the phone to Oscar.
All right. And he says, all right, and then we'll look over and go, well, and he'll in Italian, or we'll continue in Italian if she's more comfortable with that, or switch back to English. It really whatever is telegraphable at that point. And he will tell us as well, we do have another appointment. However, I am looking forward to seeing you again. I'm bringing her back around if I need to.
Oh, it will be my pleasure, young man. I hope to see you around. And just remember, if you break her heart, I'll break your legs.
I'd expect nothing
And
less.
Catherine just sighs and goes like this.
Yeah, no. Oscar will roll with it
What?
and then kind of offer his arm to Catherine and
she
talk
would
her
shoot
out.
Catherine and look like, what? I didn't say I'd dump him in the river.
Yet.
He hasn't done anything yet.
It won't take much for you to say so. Think,
Well, then he
okay.
better be on his best behavior.
He has been quite a gentleman, thank you.
Oh, good, 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 good. I'm glad you've upgraded.
Gentleman his way lead Catherine out to the car and won't be until
Okay.
until they get in the car that Oscar's just gonna look over at her and just laugh. Just start laughing.
Yeah, once they're back in the car, it's like, I told you, Oscar.
You
That's it.
act
Once they're
as
back in
if
the
she
car,
would if you act as if she was going to attack me like some kind of monster. No, she's no different than my own grand back at home. God rest her soul.
no, but she's a matchmaker type. Even when she was young, she tried. Especially
That
after
is
the war.
it's not the worst thing that she could be. Trust and believe that. In any case, read me off that address. Where are we going?
And she'll apartment complex, and she'll give the address.
Yeah, it'll
Yep.
be a little bit northwest in the city. Not as far as you guys have been in the past, but definitely up, probably north of the Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
Probably take 20, 30 minutes to get over that way, even with traffic this late. You're able to pull up along the side of the street, park the vehicle. Catherine would, I assume she knows where Bethany lays
Yeah.
her head during the day.
Yeah, her niece and all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she's gonna look up the apartment complex. Okay, let's see what happened.
All right.
And
And nope. In the area.
Catherine, at this point, will activate heightened senses.
Okay. Going up, taking the elevator to the fourth floor of this building, exiting out into a hallway, hooking right out of the elevator and going down about 4 doors to apartment 412, known to Catherine to be Bethany's apartment. You guys can give
Catherine
me
goes
a
to reach for the door, but she hesitates.
okay.
And now I also want to activate Sense the Unseen
Okay.
to see if there's anything on the door.
Ooh, excuse me.
And
No spirits, no ghosts, no obfuscate.
okay. And then she'll okay, and she'll unactivate. Okay, the door looks like it's clear. And
You are
she'll go to reach
probably
for the handle again.
yeah, see if it's locked or unlocked first.
Yeah. And she'll just slowly, go to grab the handle to try to turn it.
As soon as your hand touches the handle, the door kind of nudges open.
And that's what Bethany knows better than that.
Yeah,
So
no.
she's not here.
Yeah, so Oscar's gonna kind of come around Catherine and kind of put her sort of behind him and kind of have a like kind of grabbing her hand a little bit, and then is going to push the door further open and look himself first as opposed to her.
Give me a resolve and awareness.
Awareness. Two.
So just on the door and the door frame itself, kind of nudging the door open easily with a couple fingers, you would notice that the door jamb where the latch goes is broken inward.
Somebody broke the door down. Okay. And so as they kind of get further in, like Oscar's gonna start scanning the apartment itself. So like I'm assuming this is a 1-bedroom, or is this bigger?
But it looks to be like a studio,
Ooh, okay,
not
yeah.
nothing fancy enough
Yeah.
to survive in.
Mhm. Gotcha. Okay.
Though there does seem to be some disturbance to like furniture and like a bookshelf that seems to have been like kind of knocked into. Uh, some subtle signs that there was some kind of tussle or struggle here in the main area.
Mhm.
Uh, as well as you know, has Catherine stepped inside the apartment yet?
Once Oscar does, she will right behind him.
Okay. You can both give me a resolve and investigation.
Oh dear Jesus, this is not a good pull for Elmo.
Yeah, see, I have it in awareness. I
It's
do not.
resolved because you guys are doing this very intentionally.
Yeah.
Fair, I suppose.
Gosh. Okay, pull.
Oh, it's like the same pool for the both of you.
Yep.
Yeah, this is terrible. We are the worst people to do this. That's shite. Oh, 1. I don't know nothing.
Uh, you don't pick up anything special at first. Kind of like, okay, something happened here. I just don't know what.
Yeah.
But kind of like peeking around, doing a look through, you do spot something on the floor, kind of almost tucked underneath a recliner chair. Like, not a recliner, but like one of those nicer
Armchair.
chairs that's got the wooden legs. Uh,
Mhm.
and there's something tucked almost underneath it. It doesn't seem to be placed there intentionally. More like it must have dropped or got kicked.
Mm. Oscar will bend down and pick it up.
It is a black dahlia.
Oh no. So
And
yeah, holding it.
if I remember correctly, Thomas did mention Black Dahlia whenever they had their little discussion in the car.
He did. And Catherine put him in his place about, I don't sell those.
Mm. Catherine's gonna see it and start swearing. Calmly swearing, but swearing.
Yeah, so it's just like, well, I can appreciate the swearing. Why are we swearing?
Because Thomas was left a Black Dahlia when his tire was slashed.
Oh, well,
Hmm.
fuck. That's not good. Same person that cut slash his tire, probably the same person that took Bethany. So,
Yeah, and
does
like
he
I
know
told
who the
him,
person was?
I don't know. I got a message from him early to be careful, and he never responded when I asked him why. He did say please, but
Fortunately, this evening, Thomas spends most of the evening indisposed with his own matters.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and Catherine will show the message from Thomas and how it was delivered, but unread. So he asked me to be careful, and he said please, but he hasn't said anything since then.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's dealing with his out of town visitors.
Mm.
So I do not know what this means, but I wonder if they are going after you two specifically, or if they're going to go after the group.
Let's call Valentina and let her know. Because, like I told Thomas, I don't keep Black Dahlias in the shop. Last funeral arrangement I done was 3 or 4 months ago. And I'm pretty sure Black Dahlias weren't used then, so nothing from my shop.
And there's thousands of them around. But let's call you can call her again and put her on speaker. We can talk this out. And at this point, I'm just going to say this so it's on record and recording. Once they came in through the door would be closed.
Yeah, it
Closed as
doesn't
it
really
can be.
latch, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like pushed
Shut. Yeah.
semi-flush with
In
the
that-
door jam itself.
Yes.
Okay. And Catherine will call Valentina again. And we'll put it on speaker this time.
I assume you're calling me from the address I gave you?
See. There's a Black Dahlia that was left here. Thomas apparently had one that was left by his car as well. One he tried blaming me for it, but that's another matter altogether. Has anyone else been left flowers like this or has seen them around?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, so far it makes 2 of us, and
I understand that you two have a somewhat of a shared, although muddied history. Was there anyone that you both crossed paths with that could be considered a enemy?
the only thing I would know about is the whole brick that was thrown through my window, but apparently that was his brother and his ex.
Ah, yes. I do believe that's being handled this evening, if I'm not mistaken. We should have answers on that by tomorrow night.
Okay. Like I said, this is my niece, and she's a cousin like us.
And she is not around?
No. She's left me a voicemail earlier this evening.
Have you tried to call her back?
Not yet. I was a little bit on the worried side given the voicemail.
Perhaps something happened and she went underground into hiding?
No, I think she was staking. She
Based on
sounded
what
panicked on the phone.
Yeah.
And she'll let Oscar explain the rest.
Yeah, it was sounded like a snatch and grab. The whole place is a bit there's signs of struggle. So something more than likely untoward is happening.
Interesting. So we have a slashed tire for Mr. Pierce and an abduction of someone close to Miss Diadamo.
See.
There's got to be a connection somewhere, although I'm not sure what it is yet.
Either way, it seems like an escalation. Or am I seeing
Well,
it?
it's not exactly easy to abduct our kind either.
Especially not Bethany. She would have tried. Sound like she tried fighting.
Is there any blood or ash in the residence?
And Catherine will look around again.
Doesn't seem to be.
And Catherine, shake your head, but then she'll say it out loud. No, I don't see any. It looks like it's just a bit of a mess made.
Well then, she's not dead.
Oh, Dad, why didn't you make up?
Small.
Well, there's no blood, no ash. Perhaps she's still alive? We will just need to, figure out where she was taken.
Yeah, and I don't know how to do all that, so. my specialties lie elsewhere.
Well, you have a coterie and a city at your disposal. I would suggest networking and perhaps making friends with some of the others in the city. I understand you've been by yourself for some time, but if you don't have the skills and this needs to be taken care of, you're only going to have one option.
Yes.
How about what just I feel
Is there anyone you could recommend?
As far as finding people, perhaps the Miss Alicia, or the sheriff, or if you'd like to risk it, perhaps the
Dad, did you see something in Modern Mystery?
I know.
TV.
Wow. Perhaps the visiting surveyor, if he has time on his hands.
That's not a
Other
bad
than
idea.
that, if the coterie has any resources they could pull on, perhaps Dr. Boone's investigative skills can be put to use.
Okay. I was talking to him earlier, but I will message him again.
Yes, talking with him is
An
interesting.
experience. It's an
An
experience.
experience, yes.
Well, we didn't get too far in the conversation, but we may have a couple of things in common.
Hmm,
Who knows?
I understand.
In any case,
But,
do you have contact information for the visitor?
Of
Or
course,
would we? Okay.
I have almost everyone's number. I made it a priority when I arrived.
Diligent.
Would-
And,
absolutely. In
and
any
she
case,
says that respectfully, Yeah.
Yes. Well, remember, while we tend to be solitary individuals, calling in others to help is sometimes necessary.
it is.
It's a bit to get used to. But I'm going to make the effort. Just, age and all that. But
I will send his number over to the both of you before the night is out.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
And I will leave a message or call the sheriff and let them know. Because
Yes.
two is not much of a
Is
pattern, but
probably busy at the moment, but she will get back to you as soon as she can.
okay. Yeah, because two might not be much, but I don't like it. Better safe than sorry and all that.
This
Agreed.
day and age. So, thank you for your assistance and giving us a few strings to pull.
That's what I'm here for, Oscar.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate it as well. Bethany is important to me, so
May you find her swiftly and unharmed.
yes. And we'll see what's left if she's gotten a hold of who took her. Uh,
Yeah, no. So,
She's able
assuming that this tapers off, I imagine, and just this is
Mhm.
like Valentine is like, all right, we're done. So,
yeah, Catherine will say goodnight and we'll hang up. Polite and all that.
Yeah.
so how do you want to do this? I'm here to support you however you need me to.
I'll leave a message with the sheriff since she's busy and I don't want to interrupt another date night if that's what's happening. So I will send her a message if you want to contact the other one. By all means.
Sure, you do that, and I will do that. And then we'll walk off into a corner or not like all the way off into a corner, but just walk to a corner of the room and go and call the surfire and see how well this goes. the servitor even answers the phone.
It would ring probably 2 or 3 times before it clicks over. Like, hello.
I try and figure out how to actually start this. Excellent. So basically it says, "Hi, I was given your number in regards to securing some help finding someone."
And who are you?
Name's Oscar.
Okay. Who do you belong to?
I don't really belong to anybody, but I am part of this group, and we'll name the group that they're.
Ah, yes. That group. I've heard about that. So, what assistance do you need?
And basically says like in the most masquerade safe way possible, say what they are dealing with. Someone has been taken. They've been leaving black dahlias everywhere, and and will ask if he would be willing to meet up to discuss at this particular location and see what, if anything, he'd be able to find or help with at this point, considering they're still at the quote unquote scene of the crime.
Give me 30 minutes.
All right, I can do that. I appreciate your help.
The line goes dead. And, yeah, you have about 30 minutes to kill before Big Broody Servire walks in the door.
Big Broody Servire. Big Broody Servire.
Catherine she would have heard all that because she had heightened senses still on.
Mhm.
Yeah, no.
30 minutes. Okay.
So at this point, it's just a matter of like trying not like to move to a part of the room that isn't like totally completely wrecked and just kind of sit/stand there to keep the scene as clean as you possibly can. They've already kind of been in here a
Like
little
the
bit,
kitchen,
so
the
yeah.
kitchen area, likely.
probably just to stand here in the kitchen and just wait for the guy to be at. But as gonna just pass the time having casual conversation
Yeah,
until they
Catherine
get.
will be pacing a little bit, but not as bad as that one night in the shop.
Oh,
Yes. So, as you guys are sitting there waiting, a man kind of makes his way into the room, and at first glance, Catherine, you could swear that this was Thomas, except a little bit more scarred up and a little bit more how would we phrase it? Probably less friendly.
Not that Thomas is friendly.
Yeah, that's probably saying something at this point. But yeah, kind of walks in wearing a bomber coat, flannel with a plain shirt underneath. Got a little longer bangs. Thomas, I think, keeps his hair a bit shorter than this individual does.
Catherine will look at him like, you look familiar. Nah.
Yeah,
No,
no.
we've never met.
Quick question: does like I'm assuming Oscar recognizes this face?
I mean, being very.
Say it
What?
again. Glitched out.
Cut out. Sorry.
You recognize it as being very similar to Thomas's.
Well, because he's seen him before the first night he came into the city.
You didn't see his face.
I was fairly certain we did see his face, but okay.
He has not taken the helmet off for anybody except one person. This is now the second time he has been seen without the mask.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright,
third, but the first time was season 1.
Season 1. Okay. And outside of that, given that his sire told him that he was in New York, is it a familiar face?
You know what? For that, give me an intelligence and wits.
Find the buttons. Buy hunger, or yeah, hunger dice for this. Okay. Intelligence and
Yep.
wits, you said?
Yep.
I wouldn't have a bad pull with that one.
I forgot that I moved this to a another folder for those curious.
Oh, 4.
In fact, you have seen this guy before. uh, it is or he was a relatively popular Sabbat hunter working for the tower in New York during those times.
Oh.
Who had a relatively hefty kill count under his belt.
Yeah, so Oscar's gonna do one of those sort of dumbfounded like double takes because I'm fairly certain even if they never really directly spoke or just spoke in passing, like being able to be in the same room with this absolute monster of a Sabbat hunter when he himself was just cutting his teeth / fangs at doing it, like it's like, oh shit. And is now wondering
Yes.
if he is if he would recognize him at all. But it was just, and then we'll start we'll lead Catherine into the room, kind of like, you take the lead on this one because I don't know her.
And
So, what are we looking at?
abduction. I got a voicemail earlier this evening, and Catherine will take out her phone and play the voicemail for him.
Yeah, sounds like your friend got snatched up.
Yeah, we came here, and he still has the flower that was left.
He'll hand Oscar will hand the Dahlia over to him.
Kind of looks it over like, can't say I know anything about this. This is new. I mean,
Not exactly new.
I've heard of Black Dahlias before, but this doesn't fit the MO for the person I'm familiar with.
In Catholic, well, it's not exactly new. Thomas was left one by his car when apparently the tire was slashed.
Oh, yeah, that guy, Mr. Cleanup Night 1.
And Catherine will raise an eyebrow but not say anything.
Well, that doesn't seem like her MO either. Slash tires and abducting people. No. It's not the only... No. I'm only familiar with one person, and they wouldn't do stuff like this. Doesn't interest them.
Not even for bigger pay or whatever it would be.
No. Hey, who was the person that was taken?
My niece.
Nope,
Definitely.
wouldn't happen.
Mm.
They have a code.
So
We don't get along, but they have a code.
So this, what the term would be, copycat?
No. Typically, the person I'm familiar with is more of a cat burglar of high-end items. They don't lower themselves to slashing tires, and they definitely don't abduct women. In fact, I feel like if they found out about that, they'd be very pissed off.
Okay, because as you can see, Bethany has nothing of value like that. No high
Yeah, it
end.
doesn't look like the place is tossed either. So they were after her.
Yeah. And she's tiny but feisty, so yeah. She's shorter than
Well,
I am.
Apparently not the enough. Or else she'd still be here. So, what kind of connections did she have? Who was she running with? Who'd she piss off?
Not sure. She often frequented a dive bar, but that was mostly for the fight nights and such they did for our kind and stuff.
Okay.
Like I said, she's a gangrel, so
Yep.
sometimes
Yep.
she had some motorcyclists she ran with, but
Sounds about right.
she
So
didn't
she
particularly
used to
care
go to
for us.
fight nights and she ran with bikers.
See,
Start there.
okay. Would you be able to help if I gave you her full name?
I can try.
And I can give you a description of her as well. And Catherine will give a description for her, this 5 foot even Tinkerbell looking gangrel. Her full name is she doesn't like it, but oh well. Betania Guerrero Martinez.
Okay. We're on the 4th floor. I didn't see any other entrances or exits to this building. Have either of you thought to check the front desk and check their records or camera footage?
I'm not familiar with doing all this investigation type stuff, so I did not.
You don't need to see the footage.
Hmm,
You
fair.
look them in the eyes and you make them show you.
I can't do
I
that
don't
either.
have the ability to do that, but I know someone who
Nor
might.
do
How are both of you still alive?
I. Luck. And not the best luck at this point.
Yeah. Sounds like you've both been running on luck. Let me tell you, luck don't get you far enough.
No, it doesn't.
The greatest thing
I'm-
you can do is learn how to influence those who aren't like us. It'll get you pretty far.
I'll
we're
keep that
working
in
on it.
mind.
I'm gonna
And
call
Catherine will
that
turn
friend of
Oscar. So who are you going to call?
Our quick question: what do we're going? But she's gonna go. I'm gonna call Liam.
Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if Liam is prepared.
I don't know what you did. If it's possible, yeah, great. If it isn't, that's fine.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
me double check something.
He said he is in the beta chat.
I know, just 1 second. Okay, so yeah, that would actually happen on another night. So yeah, if Liam is around to answer the phone, he is more than welcome to.
Ready when you are.
Okay, yeah, no. Oscar would be calling Liam at this point.
Hello, Oscar. How's it going?
Oh, just swimmingly, my friend. Listen, are you busy at the moment?
Not particularly. Is something wrong?
You know what? I can explain when you get here or when we get in the car.
An explanation is an explanation regardless. Where do you want to meet?
Yeah, so to go there and to get back, about how much time are we looking at, ST?
To go where?
To go get Liam and then bring him back here.
It would take you roughly an hour.
I can drive.
Are you sure you want to risk that?
It seems urgent. I feel like as if I can risk it for the purpose of the emergency.
He might hear,
God.
because Cap still has heightened senses on. He might hear, Grazie. So
Mm.
he'd probably hear that in the background.
Hello, Miss Catherine.
Yeah, no, at this point, Oscar was able, then you meet us here and give the address to the apartment for.
Very well.
Oscar will give the address for the apartment building where they reside. It's about a half an hour north of the Coterie Haven, just a few blocks north of the Natural History Museum, which has been claimed by another coterie.
I'd have to skirt around that particular bit. Don't want to step on anyone's toes, but I'll be there.
We'll be waiting.
Yep.
The phone is not on speaker.
there's that.
So
It's not. Says, and then we'll click off once they do the whole I'll see you in a second, then hang up and go. So well, there's that. Now we just wait. Wonderful.
Well,
okay.
if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna pull some other threads and I have some jobs to get underway. Let me know if you need anything else.
We
Will
Thank you
do,
for coming here. I appreciate it.
Good seeing you again.
He will have like stopped to exit. The fledgling from New York.
Bye.
Oh, tell your buddy I'm glad he's on this side of the fence this time. It'd be a shame if I had to kill him.
I'll be sure to remind
Catherine
him.
will look puzzled at that, but
Yeah.
she'll won't say anything.
And he will exit out of the building. About 30 minutes later, Liam arrives.
What do I see when I walk in?
Oh my God.
So, as you pull up, you would see Oscar's car parked along the side of the street. You are able to enter the building, go up via the stairs or elevator, whichever Liam would be better off using, up to apartment 412, to where these lovely coterie mates are sitting and waiting for you.
Liam will walk in and he's got his usual attire on, except he's wearing a tank top like this one, but he's got a leather jacket over it, and he just kind of hair loose and just kind of walks in, just like, well, this is what happened here.
So many
That's
things,
what I'm
apparently.
trying to figure out. And she'll once again play the voicemail for him, going, I believe my niece was taken. She's like us. And she'll play the voicemail.
I will drop in your channel for you.
Yeah.
So it's about 12 seconds long. There we go. And this is what you were privy to hearing.
Oscar and Liam literally watch as Oscar and Catherine literally watch as Liam's smile just completely and utterly drops, and he just goes, "So, what do you require of me?"
I thought you never asked. So I am not as adept at doing the bit of brain scrambling that you are, and we may need you to talk to the front desk person and get the security footage of when she was taken. There's no other entrances or exits, and they would have had to have stopped by the front desk.
Shall we then?
See. And Catherine will give another look around and sigh, but she'll follow them out.
Yep, we'll go down to the front desk.
Yeah. Liam would just be going straight, like no hesitation. Just
Getting down to the front desk, there is a young man, probably late 20s, working the front desk. Kind of greet you as you guys walk up, like, "Oh, hiya. Can I help you guys with something? Is
Yes.
there a leak?
No. Everything's fine. We just have a little little query for you. Would you kindly show us the security footage from how
And
long
Cat-
ago was this?
And Catherine will give him the timestamp for
Yeah,
she
from
received the voicemail.
from the specific dates.
Right. Liam, go ahead and give me a rouse for that.
Yay! Where's the box of doom? There it is. Good old rouse.
He gets no resistance against this, but you do have to call on the blood to do it.
I'm
right.
hungrier.
Yeah, you are. Let's see. What does that put, Liam? Where are you? There you are. Oh yeah, right. Piece of cake for him. He hunted the night before. You kind of see the guy's eyes glaze over. It's like security footage. Yeah, of course. Follow me.
Thank you.
And he will take you back into a back office, kind of cue everything up, and play the footage. Which anybody watching this can give me an intelligence and technology.
Mm.
I can do that.
I cannot.
Nope.
I don't have technology. That's 2 dots to rub together. It's the last 2 remaining brain cells Oscar's got in his fucking head.
I've got 3, and I've got 2 hunger dice.
I have
So, I give
It's
rolling
fine.
both hunger dice. I don't know if I can risk this. I'm sorry. Oscar's just
I'll
watching
say,
the door.
intelligence and technology. Okay.
Catherine looks like the best, and she doesn't have any hunger dice.
I am
Do it.
gonna re-roll.
I mean, save the willpower if you want to.
Yeah.
Because Catherine, this footage, although very poorly done, has been doctored. Or at least somebody attempted to doctor it. You would see 2 people dressed in what looks to be some kind of law enforcement uniforms, with COVID-style masks covering the bottom portion of their faces, leading Bethany out in handcuffs. And she has some kind of like thing over her face. Something that even in Philadelphia, I'm sure you guys have biters and spitters on the street when being arrested. Something akin to that.
Yeah, spit hood.
One would continue to lead her out, and one would stop at the desk. You would see the man before showing the footage, same one in the footage that you're watching. Kind of go rigid, like turn almost zombie-like around, and then there's a clip to where like there's nobody in the lobby anymore. To where like they attempted to like cut that part out, but didn't get it all.
I didn't look at it, so I can't really say one way or the other.
No. You guys can give me resolve investigation as you guys are also watching this to see if there's a very interesting clue that you guys pick up on.
All of us are.
Yeah, you guys are all watching, so
Okay, so okay.
Listen
Solve investigation. Okay.
here, Dicebot. You're gonna be good to me, or otherwise.
We are going to be.
I said no.
Can I blood search for this?
Sure.
Sure, well, I'm going to absolutely risk it. And that is let's see one.
So, you know what? I'm gonna blood surge as well.
Well, you already made the roll.
Bugger.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not mad about that. 4.
All right. So, Oscar, as you're watching the footage, you notice something kind of tucked into, like poorly tucked into a back pocket of one of these men's uniforms as you watch it again. It glints with a coppery gold kind of color. It's the man that kind of like turns to the front desk, showing his backside to the camera, to which you see this kind of sticking out of his back pocket.
take that, and we'll look over to these like we'll keep a note of that particular, like if there's like a like slows down on a frame, take a picture with
Mhm.
the phone in his pocket, and then
Okay.
we'll take a picture of the mask before taking it back in his pocket, because that's going to be something they have to discuss, not in front of this guy. So nothing else
And Catherine
after
will
that.
question. Catherine
Nope,
will take a picture and question. You saw something?
I don't remember.
Oh no.
Of course you don't.
And you're not
Do you
going to
remember
remember
anything
this
of-
either. At that point, if we're done with him. Don't know if we are or not.
Any further questions going once?
He just simply looks into his eyes
Oh, I was gonna
and
say,
then Oh.
would they be able to get a copy of that footage?
Yeah, he can do a quick copy paste job and like hands out like a CD.
do it.
Yeah.
And then it's
Well,
gonna
Catherine will ask for that, and yeah.
and then Liam is just gonna look directly into this guy's eyes and just be like, "Have a pleasant evening." Like,
And the memory is gone.
Poor man. Yeah.
and then he just looks to Catherine and Oscar and just kind of like
Get them
Yeah.
out. Yeah, no, they're gonna walk
Yeah.
out, yeah. At this point.
Wait a minute. Gonna go back because I just thought of something.
Oh god, what?
I just thought of something. Mesmerize again.
This poor man.
Mesmerize again, just because I just thought of it. Where's my rouse? Oh, like, I need to go hunting soon.
Yeah, all of us do, apparently.
Dominate.
And
I'm just gonna simply point towards like the screens, and I'm just gonna say, delete all the footage of
This
like
evening.
tonight, effectively.
Okay. He will turn and start clicking away on the keyboard to do his thing.
Once he's done that, cloud memory out.
And we'll walk out the front door at that point. Because go there, unless Liam wanted to go upstairs before we walk out of here. I don't know if he wants to put his little beady eyeballs on it or not.
It might be worth it.
All right, then. We can just go upstairs then, essentially.
Headed back up via the stairs or elevator, back up to apartment 412. Once again, kind of just nudging the door open as it no longer latches shut. Clear signs that there's some kind of struggle here. I believe one of the other two that came here prior still has the Dahlia on their possession.
Yeah, Oscar will
from-
hold up the Dahlia for Liam to look at if he wants to.
And
I've seen that before
Aye.
at Thomas's place. When I went to talk to him recently, he had it hanging on his wall. He believed that it belonged to you, Catherine.
yeah, we had that discussion. And
You would note that
a little annoyed about it, but
this one doesn't seem as dried out as the one that was hanging in Thomas's temporary apartment.
That's odd. This one's not as dried out as the one that Thomas had.
I'm guessing it was dropped tonight, so flowers usually take at least a few days to start showing if they're less time if they're not left in water.
There was somebody in New York who was doing the exact same thing, a cat burglar.
We already
Um,
ruled that one.
Yeah.
We
Hmm.
had
I've been
the visiting surveyor come in here, and he ran across the same person.
Scary man.
Yes. Something about
You have
it's not her
no
motive.
idea.
And Catherine Speaker saying, yeah, he said something about it's not the same motive and that whoever you all are referring to, this cat burglar, wouldn't be happy if someone was trying to copycat her? Or that
Or
Entirely
kidnapping
possible.
women.
Remember.
Or kidnapping
That
women.
too.
Definitely could be a frame job.
It could be, but
Well, being that Thomas tried saying that it was me, even though he could have thought about the whole issue, but that's a different story.
different entirely.
Thomas
In
could
any
think about a lot of things. It's just a shame he doesn't.
You're not wrong. In any case, this is. I'm wondering if. Because they used law enforcement uniforms, but one of them had the ability to rewrite memories, so it's likely that anybody who might have seen them would have had their memories messed with.
The footage, out of character question, the footage,
Mhm.
can we tell anything about heights, genders, anything like that?
They
Or supposed
seem
gender?
like masculine forms, but with the grainy kind of footage, it's hard to tell, especially wearing the COVID style mask.
Like what? How? Yeah, masculine forms, like taller than,
Eh,
obviously taller
somewhere
than Cat.
between like 5'8" and 6'2".
Hmm.
Well,
So they were wearing police officer uniforms, COVID style
See.
masks.
they didn't want to be recognized.
They didn't, but they had to get their uniforms from somewhere. I wonder if I've got a contact I could try and call, but I don't know if he would have any clue. Guess it
Did the uniforms look authentic that we could tell?
You know, let's see. Give
Or
me
do they look like costume shop type things? Is basically what I'm
give
trying
me
to.
an intelligence and streetwise.
I can do that.
Can I offer a help die to somebody?
I
If you
can.
have the skill.
I'm fairly certain I do. I'm double checking
Yeah,
to make
you
sure
do.
though.
Yeah, I
Okay,
have
yeah.
intelligence and a dot streetwise, so.
I don't know who's got the
Does-
biggest
I
pool
was
for
I was
that,
gonna say,
but
I'll say, does Wolf
I-
have to go first, or do I need to go first?
for what?
Intelligence and streetwise.
whoever's
Wolfguard
got
does
the
not
biggest
need to
pool.
roll to provide it. They just add one die to the pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
To your
However,
pool.
yeah, to whichever one of them Wolfguard chooses to help.
Well,
I have
just
if
two
with the extra die, I would have 6.
With the extra die, I would have 7.
yeah, we'll go with
Demon
Liam then. Yeah.
What?
Oh no. This is bad or
Ooh,
good?
that was a close one. That was
Ooh.
close.
Damn.
Yeah, Liam, you've ran into enough police in your day. You've been pulled over at least once in this city. Something's off about these uniforms. They don't scream authentic. In fact, that the more you look at it, you notice that how most cities have like the city crest on one shoulder, not present.
No, those uniforms were not authentic.
Were they like custom shop or?
Possibly.
They're better quality than that, but they're definitely not Philadelphia PD.
We're thinking more. We're thinking more amateur cosplayers rather than Halloween fancy dress.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Party City Cops.
So they didn't. So they didn't get their uniforms from a police station.
They are easily Spirit Halloween City Cops. Okay.
Spirit Halloween City Cops. Oh God, that's an image. Okay. So at least there's that. At least we can rule out anything missing from a police station. So I don't think my contact would be of much use.
If it wasn't for the fact that they managed to convince the person at the front desk the way that I was able to convince him tonight, I would think that we were dealing with an entire different kettle of fish.
SI?
Possibly. But the SI wouldn't have Kindred in their...
You're not entirely wrong. But let's think about what we need to do now. Did they have any did they have any kind of distinctive features aside from the shiny bit on their face? Oh yeah, speaking of, we'll show the photo to both Oscar or not Oscar, but Liam and Catherine.
You know what, Oscar, with your investigation roll for that footage, you do see a small tattoo peeking out of one of their sleeves on their wrist. It seems to be a tattoo resembling the flower that you found.
Black Dahlia?
Mm-hmm.
Back in now. Okay. So something that they had on the wrist. I remember seeing it was a Black Dahlia tattoo on the wrist.
And what would that mean? Because Catherine
couldn't-
clearly doesn't know.
I couldn't tell you, but what do you make of this? And we'll show the picture of the mask that he took from the footage.
Which is in beta.
Yes.
This lovely bronzy golden map that has some oxidizing happening to it. Sticking out of the back pocket of one of these officers.
See, I would say Catherine would say something about the mask, but she technically has, not even technically has no dots in occults. But given her religion, yeah.
Does Liam recognize these masks?
Give me a intelligence and occult.
Oh, my heart.
Try not to throw up.
Finally.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm
Right,
going to blood search.
He finally gave me my good roll.
Like good
I'm going to
roll.
blood search for this.
Right?
Oh boy. Hope
Yeah,
you don't
'cause-
have that fun flaw.
Oh,
That doesn't hit your roll until after this roll you make, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
uh,
That's why it's good if you just do the bot when you put it in. You add the blood surge,
Okay.
fair.
so you still get your 2 extra.
2, so that's 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's twice what I would have had.
I'm not even gonna bother dignifying what that pool would be for Oscar.
Okay. Well, you know a lot of cults that wear masks, but this one, it's hard to ping it. Maybe in some far back memory you had, but nothing that dealt with kindred. There's maybe in some text that you've come across way back in the day, some kind of cult. It's hard to get, like, the memories are fuzzy. Some cult that guarded something very old and was known to take kindred for their needs. But the name and the exact details kind of elude you.
Oh, what was it? What was its name? What was its name?
The one word that comes to mind is something about a promise was in the name.
Something about a promise. There was something about a promise. Promise.
Oh, promise of what?
That mask. It looks vaguely familiar. I can't think of the name. What was the name? Something to do with a promise. It's a cult.
Oh, lovely. Cults.
It's a cult. It's a cult, and they're not technically kindred. They're not. It's not a kindred. It's not a kindred cult, but they use kindred in some capacity. What was the name?
Hey, take a second. Collect your thoughts. Can't do any good getting frustrated and screaming at it. It's not going to help. Take a minute. Center yourself. And we can try again.
With the night closing, our kindred will have that to ponder on, and we can end the evening with
Hunching
those
checks.
needing to
I need to hunt.
satiate their
Please.
beast. Well, you're only
We are
like
all
what,
going
hunger
to-
2?
No,
Or
I'm at
did you
hunger.
make it up to 3? Okay, hunger 3.
And Liam is
you
at
know.
4, so he's not hunting by himself.
I have a thought, and I'm gonna keep it to myself.
As you fucking should. As you should in this scenario.
So, who would like to go first?
Fuck it, I'll go first. Might as well
All right,
rip the band-
Oscar.
So that
Is
is
Catherine about to babysit both of them hunting?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely escort them. Considering you
Liam's
Have-
gonna go with Oscar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna make things better. You're hungrier than he is.
I already know what Catherine will do in this scenario, but that's why I'm keeping it to myself for a few moments.
You have a private channel.
Yeah.
I know.
If there's stuff you
Okay.
ever want the ST to know, but not the other players, you have private channels.
Okay.
okay, here we go, folks. Let's see what we get. Okay, I can't see.
Ooh! Congratulations, Oscar. You will be able to
Yay!
find your victim successfully and satiate your hunger back down to 1 without killing somebody.
Yay!
But he won't need to
Now
question
it's
shit
Liam's
about it.
turn. And at that point, Oscar is going to go with Liam because he is.
All right, Mr. Liam.
Might I add my specialty?
Of course, it comes from your predator pool. I'd never deny you that.
Thank you. You're so
It would
good
be.
to us.
So, that's one of the predator pools. Of like, here's a specialty for the skill you need to use for your predator pool. Unlike Siren, that gives you one for a skill you don't even use. It's,
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh no.
ooh, and just barely.
Oh,
So you'll be able to take it down to 2 unless you decide to go further. But after 2, you risk hurting this individual.
No.
Okay. Well, with Liam back down to 2, Oscar back down to 1, and Catherine not hearing hide nor hair of her beast, the night comes to a safe an uneventful close, much unlike the beginning. And with that, let me just read this. No, that would have been, nope. And we will end this recording.